For today's raid, we load in with a vertical grip, standard rounds, and a Cobra sight. As I look around to find my bearings, I realize I'm in between the research facility and the radio tower. As I'm moving positions to find cover, I'm thinking about possible spawn points, such as the beach or the lighthouse. I check my watch to see if the raid time has started. That will give me a good indication if all 12 players have spawned in the map and if someone has spawned down towards the beach. Since the timer hasn't started, I decided to move positions and make my way over towards the military tents. I want to get a vantage point looking down over the beach and the tents so I can see any possible players making their way up towards the radio tower. As I hear gunfire down the hill, and a few stray rounds hit close to where I am, that leads me to believe that someone spawned in at the lighthouse. I start making my way towards the tunnel to see if I can cut them off. As I make my way towards the opening of the tunnel, I spot a fallen phoenix. I'm hot on their trail and hopefully I can make a play. It was very difficult spotting the player in the tunnel. I knew someone was crouched down, looting the crate behind the truck, but I could barely make out their silhouette. As I started firing, they moved, which gave me a better sight picture so I was able to take them down. Instead of rushing and trying to get the loot, I decided to hold this angle because, as we know in Tabor, there's always more than one. So I'll hold that angle for a little bit, and it seemed like no one was coming to recover their teammates' gear. So I decided to slowly make my way into the tunnel, but as I'm doing so, I'm keeping a close eye on the entrance of the facility just to make sure no one's holding that angle on me. The player didn't have anything on them but a suppressed 1911. As I was making my way through the tunnel, I heard gunfire towards the entrance of the facility. I decided to backtrack and loop around the backside of the facility to hopefully catch someone coming out of one of the loot rooms. So instead of entering the building, I decided to make my way up the stairs towards the roof. That would give me a better vantage point to oversee anyone trying to access the secret loot rooms or the orange keycard extraction. So my thought process worked out perfectly. I see a player trying to access the secret loot room, but I get a little trigger happy. I take him down with a headshot, but his partner does see me. So I decide to take cover as he returns fire. Then I pop smoke as a distraction so I can try to find a better angle to take my next shot. So as the smoke continues, I find this as a perfect opportunity to swap mags. I don't know if he was scared and lost hope, but he falls off the side of the building, and that's just another one for me. So I take my time making my way downstairs because I know someone definitely heard all that gunfire and probably has overwatch on all those bodies. As the airdrop plane spawns in, that lets me know that there's at least 6 players left in this raid. So I now know that there are 4 other players left on the map, and I have potentially cleared everything west of the research building. So I pick up what I can as quickly as possible and move to higher location to survey the area. With the airdrop touching down, I decide to go scout for other players trying to secure the drop. I immediately spot a player in the sniper tower. I take a few pop shots just to get them spooked. I choose not to fully engage because I feel like the loot I had already gained, in addition to having an orange keycard to extract, was not worth the risk. After reassessing the situation and the possible locations of players, I decide to go back through the tunnels and head towards the military tents. As I make my way through the tents, it clearly hasn't been looted. So I take what I can and then make my way up towards the radio tower and hope to find a purple keycard. As I make my way clearing the radio tower floor by floor, I realize that it hasn't been looted either. Unfortunately, the purple keycard didn't spawn, so I grab what I can and decide to make my way towards extraction. I appreciate all of you who made it to the end. It's always a wild journey running as a solo, but it's your boy The Truth, and I'll see you in the next one.